Einstein said, testing a monkey and a whale, or no, a monkey and a whale, I think it was, a monkey and a whale, by climbing a tree, the whale will always fail. Right? It doesn't mean that the whale is foolish, is incompetent, or cannot learn. It just means that the test is biased towards the monkey.
Right.
And we have some persons who are very good at chalk and talk. And chalk and talk is our main technique, which is going on the board, writing down information, the children write it down, and then regurgitate it. Right? As a matter of fact, in sociology, we call that the jug and mug theory principle. They pour the information into the student regurgitate the information just as they get it. So one pour it and one pour it out. And that's it. No added information, no assessment of the information, none of that. And some are good at doing that, and some have to stop and process. Some people might stop and say, but no, this ain't making sense to me. I can't see why, And we will then, these test scores will say of this person who is attempting to be a critical thinker that they're not intelligent. And the person who could just follow instructions, jump when they say jump and fall when they say fall, will show high marks. And they may say, this person is highly intelligent based on our current system. So our current system is what is at fault for identifying and labeling children incorrectly, because the system does not capture the various intelligences that students have. So even if we give it time may not be the differentiating factor, because we have differences of intellect.
Right.
We have some people who are geniuses with their hands. They send them to make something, and in no time they just look at it and they make it. Is that person a fool? Is he not intelligent because the chalk and talk doesn't work for that person? You know what I mean? Is the person who has a perfect tone, who could hear music and know it one time off the bat? Is that person a fool because they take them longer to calculate math?
So then let me ask you this: do you think that creativity is something that a child is born with? Do you think that creative gene is something that a child is born with? Because, I mean, I was telling somebody the other day,
imagination. I think children are definitely born with imagination.
Because the thing is, a creative child will always have a difficult time of, competing with an academic child, a child who is academically inclined. Because I think they say one has more logistical skills and one have more creative skills or something like that. Do you think that is real? Do you think that?
Well, I think there's a misnomer. All children are academically inclined. All. It's like everybody could do math, right? Some just naturally adept at it, just because brain chemistry and so on, and proclivities. Some children just think it faster than others. Also teaching style. So I would use a perfect example of myself, right? I did math 3 times, right? The first time I did it, I made zero to little effort at all, right? My math teacher, brother, right? The math teacher used to come in class and say, Sule, assume the position. That position is outside the class, right? so the first time I wrote math, I made zero effort. I made no effort. I guessed through the multiple choice, and I did a little bit in the long paper, and then I got 4. I said, but wait. A 3's a pass, and I got 4 and I did absolutely nothing, then, not as bad as I thought. And it took, I met a gentleman who was not that much older than I was, but he started to, as a matter of fact, he was a math teacher, an Indian gentleman from the Kwezi, right? In Sawa, right there, the Kwezi. And he started to explain math to me in a way that I just never. Like I started to see the matrix. It became practical now. So you say, hold this, hold that. And then he started giving me things in my hand to hold while he talking and explaining and so on and that. And that's what, I just never saw it like this. You know what I mean?
I understand.
So he came to me at a level that it made sense to me. And so it became practical to me, and in my mind it made sense to me. And so I went back at it. And the second time I got a 2. But I went back at math again because I said, well, if I understand it so well, I want a 1. You know what I mean? So it is that I think it is not that persons are necessarily not inclined, but it's just the level, it just takes a different technique
Right.
of teaching some children for them to be able to process and assess the information different.